Graham, first of all, disappointment last week.
Yeah, it was a big blow for us. Win 4 games in a row and going quite well. It was probably a reality check that we maybe needed. We got a bit ahead of ourselves in the fact that we win 4 games and we think we're getting towards a title, and that's certainly not the case after 4 games. And Edinburgh Accies were a very good side. We gifted them 2, maybe 3 tries, but they were a well-drilled team, and we found it difficult up there, and ultimately we didn't do enough to win the game. So, it's a lesson learned, and hopefully we can make it a positive for this week.
And a lot of people are talking already about a backlash for the Gala match.
Well, we're certainly going to be wanting to put a lot of wrongs right on Saturday, whether it's Gala or anybody. We were hurt on Saturday night after that performance, so we let the team down, we let each other down. So we want to make it right on Saturday.
And it's at the Green Yards. Now that's a bit of a rarity for a Gala Melrose match these days.
Especially after last season. Yeah, we visited Netherdale 3 times, 4 times maybe. But the last 2 times we've played Gala at the Green Yards, we've lost. So again, we want to put that right on Saturday. Looking at the league table, Gala are 1 point ahead of us after 5 games. So we're chasing them again, and we're looking to get one over on them on Saturday.
From a boarder's perspective, of course, to see 2 of our teams, 1 and 2 in the league, is fantastic.
Yeah, it is, and it's apart from the tail end of last season, it's been like that for a couple of years now, and it's exactly what we want. We want these games, Gala Melrose especially, the rivalry there anyway, to be top 1 and 2 in the Premiership in Scottish Club Rugby, and that's what it's all about. And both teams, decent start to the season, sitting 1 and 2, and hopefully we'll see who comes out on top on Saturday.
Now, for any player playing in a Gala Melrose match, it's something a little bit special.
Definitely is. It's as I say, the added edge to it with being such an important game on Saturday. Forget what part of the season we're at. It's a Premiership game for the top 2 in the league. We've had in the past, Boxing Day games where they've been friendlies or border leagues, and there's not quite the same edge to them as what Saturday will be, and hopefully we'll get a big crowd down here. It's a decent forecast for the weekend, and it's a massive game. It's the biggest game of our season certainly, and there always is a little bit of bragging rights to be had, and there'll be certainly no love lost on Saturday.
And what's the injury situation at the moment for Melrose?
We're short of a few backs, as you know. Callum Anderson had an ankle operation a month ago now. He's sort of 2 weeks away. Fraser Thompson is 2 or 3 weeks away as well with his calf injury. So the 2 obviously very, very good players, and our club captain out there, which is a big miss for us. But we've guys to cover that. Andrew Nagle, with shoulder problems in the summer, he's going to be back probably next week, maybe the week after. So we've got important guys that are going to be fit, hopefully at the right time. Bruce Dick as well had an ankle operation last week, so he's sort of 6 weeks from playing. So we've got important guys on the sidelines, but we think we've got enough strength and depth and a good enough starting 15 and squad of 20 to do the job on Saturday.
Apart from last week, of course, which was a bit of a blip for the club and not getting any points at all, the season has started really good for Melrose compared with last season, where it was very, very frustrating. Yeah. We for 4 games we showed in areas that we can beat teams and play some really good rugby, and we had a poor first half against Hoyk last week, and we're 24-19 down, but we came good in the second half, and we did that up at Ayr as well. A pretty poor first half and scored sort of 24 unanswered points up there, and that's if we can get to that for 80 minutes or certainly 60-70 minutes, teams will find it hard to live with us. But if we perform like we did for most of last week and these first halves, then teams will give us a real shock. I was going to be the same, because it's very interesting. Last season you were having fantastic first halves, and then people were catching you from time to time. This year, to go to Ayr and get 28 points in the second half, Hoyk 32 points in the second half, it's a completely turned on its head, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's still, it's a funny old game, as you know, but we've got confidence in ourselves, and we know in these first halves we've let ourselves down a little bit, and we get a bit of a rollicking at half time, and we come out and perform in the second half and win these games. But if we have a poor first half on Saturday, you know, against a good team like Gala, well, you know, they could be out of sight and we might not be away back. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen this week, and we need to really knuckle down and get our first halves right, and then we can hopefully kick on second halves.
And the reason I mention it, of course, is because Gala have had their own little problems with teams catching them up with a 14-point start and more.
Yeah, it's funny, you know. You see how Gala have gone, and they've lost a lot of points, and it's not like Gala losing points like that in the second half, because you know Gala, especially last season when they were up in front, you know, they didn't lose games. So, and to be fair, they've only lost one game and drawn the other, which they probably should have won from all accounts. So, you know, Gala and they've picked up 5 bonus points in 5 games, so they're doing something right. They're scoring plenty of tries, and at the end of the day, they're top of the league. So it's going to be a good one Saturday.
And just finally, what's the Premiership like this season in terms of standard compared with the last couple of seasons? Is it getting better?
I think it is this year. Yeah, definitely. I think last year the standard was a little bit lower. 2 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, I think the standard was good. The first year we won the league, then the second year we won the league, the standard was starting to slowly drop, and we didn't play all that great, especially at the end of that season. You know, managed to just do enough to get over the line. And then last year I think it picked up again with the Galas really coming to the fore. Ayr, very good side, because they weren't in the B&I Cup, so they came really strong last year. And this year, well, the 5 games we've played, certainly, but Edinburgh Accies shown on Saturday that they can cope with the top 3 teams in the league, and they're sitting 3rd in the league and got B&I Cup to look forward to. But hopefully Saturday, you know, top 2 in the country, we can show that, you know, Premiership rugby is in a good state.